Get ready for your daily dose of marketing strategies and tactics from entrepreneurs with the guile and experience to help you find success in any marketing capacity. You're listening to Marketing School with your instructors, Neil Patel and Eric Su.
Welcome to another episode of Marketing School. I'm Eric Su.
And I'm Neil Patel.
And today we're going to talk about, is it a good time to start a podcast? So I'll make this one easy, for at least on my side. I'll say yes, because now is an inflection point for podcasts. Podcasts are growing about 17 to 20% year over year. And here's the thing. People that are listening to podcasts right now, when I talk to people, every single person I talk to that's looking for new podcasts, these are people that are really motivated. These are kind of the earlier adopters. I shouldn't say too early adopters, but these people are interested in learning. They're interested in getting better. And I can honestly say that podcasting has helped my business, has helped my growth in the last few years because, well, people are getting to know me and I'm getting to broadcast at scale. It's the same thing with blogging, right? I think about blogging in the early days. Podcasting right now, it's starting to appear in cars more. So to me, the answer is a very simple yes. And I guess, Neil, we can talk about, some numbers and things like that. But go ahead.
Yeah, so on my end, the way you should think about it is if a channel is popular, it doesn't matter if it's new or old, you should go after it. For example, blogging is saturated. If you ask most people, should you go after blogging? They're going to be like, oh, no, it's already, too many people are doing it. It's too competitive. Well, that means it works. If a channel is already popular or if it's new and up and coming, you should go after it. The moment I usually do not go after a channel is, let's say, if podcasting is just starting and it could be popular, but you're not sure if it's going to stick around or how well it's going to do. That's when I'm like, I don't want to get into it. And then I'll figure it out once it becomes popular. That's my approach. And sure, I may not be the most popular because I didn't get in early enough, but I'm okay with that.
And, I remember listening to a podcast with Russell Brunson, and he said that, podcasting is probably the best thing that's happened to his business, which I found really surprising. But he puts in a lot of time into it. Podcasting takes time, right? You have to be very consistent with it, which is why I've talked about in the beginning with Growth Everywhere. After the first year, and keep in mind, I was spending about 6 hours a week because I was, putting the show together. I was writing the show notes myself. I was reaching out to the people. So in the very beginning, I was doing all the hand-to-hand combat. So 6 hours a week, 24 hours a month. And I did it for a year. And after a year, my fruits of labor, 9 downloads a day, freaking downloads a day. Okay. So from there, it's like, well, do I keep going? And, I kept going. And then the next year, it's like, okay, big wow, 54 downloads a day. And after that, it jumped as high as 15,000 in one day. And, eventually led to this one. And, our numbers are we're about to get hit 600. Is that right, Neil?
For Growth Everywhere?
No, for Marketing School.
We're way more than 600 downloads a day.
No, 600,000 in a month.
Oh, yeah, we're 600,000 a month.
We're on the way there, but, it takes time.
We're a bit shy of it, but yeah, somewhere around there. We're 550, 600, something like that.
Yep. And these other people, they've been doing it like Art of Charm. They've been doing it for 10 years. They've been public with their numbers. They get about 2.5 million, right? And then you have other ones like Social Media Examiner that are about 200,000 to 300,000 downloads a month. And then, it really ranges across the board. We've only been doing this for a couple months, so we're encouraged by what we see so far. And definitely we're seeing I think what you want to look for too when you're starting something new is, I talked about this a little bit, but one guy wrote about the metric called the unsolicited response rate, kind of the emails that you're getting from people or the comments that you're getting from people that are unsolicited. And when Neil and I get emails from people saying, hey, I was able to find a job and I don't even have a college degree because I listened to your podcast, or we're able to hit 75,000 more in revenue because we listened to your podcast, or, I just got shares in the company because I listened to your podcast. It's like, we know we're doing the right thing. Reality eventually catches up. Neil, anything else?
Yeah, one thing to keep in mind is if you're going to use and go after a new channel, say like podcasting, make sure you have a rough idea of how you're going to attack the market. So as Eric mentioned, when he was using his Growth Everywhere podcast, it took him a long time to get traffic. Eventually, he learned how to leverage a specific channel. That channel was a Product Hunt to drive more podcast listens. They eventually ended up removing that feature. But when Eric pitched me on doing a podcast, it was really smart because he didn't just pitch me. He's just like, oh, I know it can be popular because we can do X, Y, and Z to make it popular out of the gate. I've already tested it out. And there's demand, on Product Hunt or these channels or whatever. And I'm like, oh, cool. That's smart. Very low risk as well. Now, you may not always have a clear answer like that, but if you're going after a new channel like podcasting, Make sure you look into, hey, what's one channel or avenue we can leverage to market the crap out of it.
All right, so that's it for this week's episode of Marketing School. But before we go, what we're doing this week is we're giving away a free copy of the Authority Labs keyword tracking tool. So we love it for keyword tracking, and all we need to do is to subscribe, rate, and review our podcast. And then after that, text Marketing School, as in one word, that's Marketing School, to 33444, and we will confirm a winner each week on the list. So we'll see you tomorrow.
This session of Marketing School has come to a close. Be sure to subscribe for more daily marketing strategies and tactics to help you find the success you've always dreamed of. And don't forget to rate and review so we can continue to bring you the best daily content possible. We'll see you in class tomorrow, right here on Marketing School.